The teams near the top of the AthlonSports FCS Power Poll have been anchored there quite a bit since the preseason. But they better not get caught hanging in the tailgater's lot. The drag-em-out conference schedule brings in opponents that aren't intimidated. There are some doozy matchups, perhaps some upsets, ahead. Here are the Week 5 FCS games of the week. Note all times: Eastern Time Saturday, September 30th, San Diego 22:10 Pioneer at Dayton 13:01 noon. This has come to be the game in the Pioneer Football League, but this year's matchup took a hit when Dayton was upset at Morehead State last weekend. The host Flyers still don't have quarterback Alex Jesk back from a foot injury, which hurts against the league's top signal caller, San Diego's Anthony Lawrence. Pick Dayton number 19 Albany 31:10 Coyote number 21 Elon 31:10 2 p.m. Elon running back Malcolm Summers has carried the ball a whopping 70 times for 372 yards in the Phoenix's back-to-back wins over top 25 opponents. They'll go for a third in a row, but Albany's been stout against the run, allowing only 2.6 yards per carry and 71.5 rushing yards per game. Pick Albany number 18 the Citadel 30:10 Soken at number 24 Samford 22:01 3 p.m. The discipline of a military academy rubs off on opponents too. There's been only 16 penalties in the Citadel's 3 games. Standout safety Caleb Williams and the Bulldogs' defense must be disciplined against Samford quarterback Devlin Hodges, who's coming off a school record 516 passing yards. Pick the Citadel number 1 James Madison 40:10 Coyote Delaware 21:00 3:30 p.m. If the host Blue Hens could pick only one win between 2016 FCS champion James Madison or first-year head coach Danny Rocco's former program, Richmond, they'd pick the beating the Dukes. Right, they've had 2 weeks to prepare for the champs. Pick James Madison number 22 Weber State 31:10 Big Sky at Montana State 12:10 3:30 p.m. Weber State ranks number 1 in the Big Sky in scoring defense 15 ppg and total defense 292.8 ipg, but Montana State do L3 at quarterback Chris Murray has been unstoppable in the Bobcats' recent games against South Dakota State and North Dakota. Pick Montana State number 7 South Dakota 30:00 Missouri Valley at number 9 Western Illinois 30:00 4 p.m. Both teams have beaten FBS opponents United States dollars over Bowling Green and WU over Coastal Carolina. South Dakota has jumped on opponents by a combined 663 in the first quarter, but the Leathernecks have done similar damage after making halftime adjustments, a 596 advantage in the third quarter. Pick Western Illinois number 20 North Carolina at 40:10 Meek at South Carolina State 12:01 6 p.m. In his first 4 career games, at redshirt freshman Franklin McCain III has 5 interceptions that have gone for 274 return yards and 3 touchdowns. The host Bulldogs may still be emotionally spent from a fourth-quarter meltdown against North Carolina Central. Pick North Carolina at Western Carolina 31:10 Soken at Chattanooga 13:10 6 p.m. Chattanooga quarterback Alejandro Benefield is eligible again after a Fergum academic suspension. He matches the dual threat skill set of Western Carolina's Terry Adams, the reigning Southern Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Pick Chattanooga number 4 Sam Houston State 30:10 Southland at number 10 Central Arkansas 21:10 7 p.m. Sam Houston rolled to a blowout win in last year's meeting of 80 conference teams. While UCA has 2 weeks to prepare for this year's early showdown, the Bearcats were ultra-impressive in a 66-17 win over Nicholls last weekend. Pick Sam Houston State Eastern Illinois 22:10 OVC at number 25 Tennessee State 31:01 7 p.m. Playing at home for the first time, the Tigers seek to end a 5-game losing streak against Eastern Illinois, including 35-34 last year. The Panthers will find it tough to run the ball against a Sioux defense that's ranked 12th nationally in rushing defense 75.5 ipg. Pick Tennessee State number 3 South Dakota State 30:00 Missouri Valley at number 6 Youngstown State 21:00 7 p.m. The calendar is ripe for Youngstown State, which has won 20 straight and 30 of its last 31 home games in September, but the calendar has never met SDSU's triumvirate of quarterback Taryn Christian, tight end Dallas Goedert and wide receiver Jake Wieneke. Pick South Dakota State McNeese 31, 11 Southland at Stephen F. Austin 22:20, 7 p.m. The big Southland game is Sam Houston Central Arkansas, but SFA sits atop the standings and McNeese owns the most consecutive winning seasons, 12 among conference teams. Pick McNeese last week's record 93.750, season record 428.840. Written by Craig Haley, who is part of the Athlon Contributor Network. Haley has covered the FCS level since 1999 and is the national writer for www.fcs.football. He appears frequently on radio shows and podcasts to discuss everything FCS. Follow him on Twitter @CraigHaley. Photo courtesy South Dakota State University Athletics.